What is up? It is an episode here on Wednesday of Dynasty Pylon. We are back again, as usual. I don't know where everyone's at. I don't know where everyone's at, but I'm here. As the show must go on. We're here. We're gonna talk about the upcoming game, of course. A little bit about the Senior Bowl, and then we're gonna talk about the rookies that are incoming. Um, Braelon Allen and Trey Benson. If you're not familiar with them, we're going to talk about them today. Very good prospects, very good rookies. But again, it is a unusual year for the talent at running back right now. There it's how can I put this? It's not as good as the past years, but I mean, if you're trying to fix your running back room right now, this is probably a weird year to do it. Um, as I can say, the best you're going to get these running backs at are probably, I mean, last year's what Zach Charbonnet. You're not going to get yourselves a Gibbs in there. So, as I've mentioned, your probably best guy like Jonathan Brooks. We covered him last week, and then we talked about. So it's a bunch of RB2s coming in. Yep, that's pretty much it. But I mean, RB2s are productive. So I mean, it's I'm not saying you know, don't draft these guys because they are useful within their first couple years. Um, and overall, injuries happen, so you will need them. Eventually, after their first contracts, there's always going to be a younger rookie coming in, and we've talked about this. We've mentioned this multiple times. Running backs don't usually last, so it is what it is. But today we're talking about Trey Benson and Braelon Allen. So not I would say Trey Benson's probably the second best coming in, maybe besides Blake Corum and Jonathan Brooks. They're kind of to me, they're kind of the same. But they're the same, but they're not. Like they have different talents that elevates what they are. At the same time, like they are different talents, if that makes sense. So if you didn't watch the Senior Bowl, it was very interesting. It's one of the most low key underrated games there is out there. I did want to talk about some of their defensive guys and some of their O line guys. They did quite the number. I watched. I had to watch. I couldn't watch it live, so unfortunately, I was gone this weekend. So Mark and Tank, thank you for holding that down for Sunday. Brian's still. Oh, Brian's still out in Florida. I bet. I don't think he's back, so he's probably in a meeting right now, um, or something. I don't know. I know he's at work, so he's still in Florida. So I'm sure he's gonna jump in mid show or something like that. I don't know. When he's gone, he takes his laptop. He was on yesterday's show on time. So it might be 8 o'clock over there right now. So he might jump on towards the end. So I'm not too sure. But what's up, Derpy? How are you, man? So yeah, look, the fact that I'm here alone, we're not. I'm not going to talk about the Bears much, thank God. Okay, because I'm tired of talking about Fields this, Caleb that, first round pick, draft that. I'm going to focus on something else. Okay, I'm tired of hearing it because we're going to continuously hear this for the next few weeks, months, and it's. I'm not saying that I'm tired of it because of what the guys are talking about. It's just because they have the overall number one draft pick. And so, the draft can't move on until we figure out what they're going to do. So, which is totally clearly understandable. I mean, last year it was, what the Panthers. The year before that it was the Jaguars, I believe, right? Was the Panthers? I can't remember. Um, so until they figure their situation out, we can't really move on until they give you Justin Fields. But at first, Steve, look, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to be in the contentions of running it. So, but outside of that, so, holy crap, I have like so many tabs right now since I'm like alone. So, give me 2 seconds. But so where's my draft board? I had my draft board up. I lost it, but here it is. So, outside that, I did want to talk about the Cardinals a little bit, maybe the Chargers a little bit, and the Giants a little bit more. just because the Cardinals are in a very interesting situation. They have so many draft picks, guys. They have so many draft picks. They could literally like wheel and deal throughout the entire draft process, all throughout the first and second day. Like they have 2 firsts, a second, like 3 thirds. Oh, where's it at? Where's it at? Oh yeah, a fourth, 2 fifths, a 6, and 3 sevenths. They could make things happen. Are they gonna move up to jump up to the number 1? I don't think so. I don't see why they would. But I do see that the Cardinals can probably get themselves Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr. That I do see. One of those guys is going to be a Cardinal. And if they are smart, they would go after like a D line with their second overall pick, if not trade it, and then move maybe because it's the 27th pick because of Houston. So if they even traded it back to get another more twos, I can also see that, and then maybe swap first. I don't know. But I do see them getting themselves a D line, and maybe some DBs like that D line and the pass defense. Like it's crucial right now, because they're running all over them or they're throwing all over them. So the Cardinals defense needs to be a little bit worried about what they're gonna do here coming in. Cardinals stay at 4 if MJ is there. Or yeah, no, and I agree. I don't think that it's gonna go beyond that. Just because like they're in the number 4 spot, there's still talent there. Like you're gonna get yourself the top 5 guy of the draft. So I don't see them doing anything crazy outside of that. What's up, Anthony? If the Bears stay at number 1, the NFL mind says draft Marvin Harrison if you keep no, we've look, I don't know how many times we got to beat the dead horse about that. Um like I'm tired of talking about it. I really am. And I'm going to continuously getting tired of it. I really am. And before you jumped in, Anthony, I said it before. They are running the draft. They get to run the draft. Nobody can do anything until they make their decision. So I'm not going to talk about them. I know when Brian gets here, if he does get here today, he may or may not bring up the Bears. They have their own show. And they can talk about that all the time. But the first round pick, I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about Fields. I'm trying not to talk about it just because we're beating a dead horse on this channel about it, and I don't want to focus on just them because it's stupid. We already know what's going to happen. We already know if whatever they do, New England's going to do their thing or freaking Washington's going to do their thing. So until they do their decision making, then we can't really see what's going on. Got moving up and like, yeah, no. Well, yeah, it's Caleb. They get their guy. Get the hometown kid. So outside of that, though, what I was saying. So the Cardinals, they can do so much with these picks. I don't see them moving down, like Braden said. That would be dumb. At the 5 pick, like you're in a very nice, smooth spot, and you can get yourselves a pretty decent guy there, and it should be either Harrison or Neighbors, and I would take either one. Yeah, no, it's impaired Caleb and Goof. No, yeah, I see that. I really Washington might have them. Then the whole trade up maybe of another team doing it. Because right behind them you got the Chargers, who pretty much have all their draft picks. They have 2 7s, but I mean, what are you gonna do with 2 7s? They might get another 6th. But I don't see anyone outside of maybe Bowers going there. They need a tight end. I think a tight end's a really good fit for Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert should has weapons for this coming up year. It's the next year that I'm a little bit worried about because they are getting old. Allen is still talented, but he's also getting old. Like, I don't think he's going to be there more than 3 years from now. Like if maybe 2 max. I cannot see it outside of that. But get themselves probably a tight end, and then another tackle to protect Justin Herbert. I know they're kind of upgrading that as well. And who knows throughout the free agency draft? Like right now, defense is the biggest the biggest like top name dogs right now for agency. So I don't know if they're going to really have anybody like available there for free agency on the offensive side of the line. I'm not giving up a lot more up from the number 1 and 2. Jane Daniels. No, yeah. I honestly, I think you should just stay where you're at. There's no point in moving up. Just stay where you're at. See what the Bears do. If the Bears move down, then figure out what Washington's doing. Like no, it's too much. I think Vikings should trade up for QB and sit behind Kirk. Yeah. See if anyone's there. Because the Vikings are at what, 11? So if the Vikings have that chance to make that move, but I think what's going to happen though, like it's funny you mentioned that because I don't think that the QB talent's going to be available from the first 3 picks. Like I see Caleb, Jaden, and freaking what's his face, all gone in the first 3 rounds. Like I think that's what's going to happen. I think you might find. I think Bo Nix is going to fall to the second. Like if you guys get yourself a solid edge at for the Vikings, I think you'll be all right. What the hell? Oh, that's not good. If you go for the Vikings to go edge, because you have Latu probably still sitting there at 11, maybe. The way the teams are moving and the way the draft pick's going, I think Latu might be there. I think Bo Nix falls to the second. That's what I think. I'm not counting on that whole freaking shenanigans. That might be too much though. Because then you're paying too much to get yourself up to the 3. I don't know. I saw a rumor of them sending Jefferson. Yeah, I saw that today actually. I did see that today. I was actually pretty shocked. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I actually saw that today too. Wasn't it CBS who brought that up? I think it was CBS who brought this up. It was to the Patriots, right? The Vikings received Patriots first round, the 3rd overall pick. Yeah, and then they would get themselves Jaden Daniels, right? And then the Vikings would get the 11th overall. So they essentially swap picks and Justin Jefferson. And that's too much. See, I'm seeing JJ, they swap picks and next year's first. That's too much. I think it'd be JJ in the first. Yeah, no, that's too much. I don't think JJ is worth all that right now. So but yeah. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
You're good, dude.
All right, I think I was gonna make it for a second.
No, you're good. I haven't even gotten to the main beats.
I figured.
Yeah, did you watch any of the Senior Bowl?
I watched like a quarter and a half.
Okay. All right. New England will kill JJ's career. I think so. She's got to pay JJ. Yeah. And I don't think that I don't see that happening. Cuz how much would that be leaving them? Like that they'd go for
I
broke.
mean, are we bringing in Kirk Cousins as the quarterback then?
I think you would have to
That's
if
what I would think.
Well,
I mean,
no, not if they make that trade though. Because if they make that trade, you go after Jaden Daniels or whoever's there at 3.
No, I'm saying the Patriots are bringing in Kirk Cousins if they're traded for Justin Jefferson.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Actually, I lied. They have 66 million.
I know they're a little bit up there, but that still wouldn't be enough for Cousins and JJ probably.
They have the 3rd highest salary at 66 million.
JJ is looking between 30 and 40 just for him.
Right, and then Kirk you got to pay as well. Ooh. You're looking at 66 million, plausible. It's possible, but then how much are you blowing on just these 2 guys and for how long? Like Kirk Cousins is going to be there for what, a season or 2? I'm not. I don't know. If I'm making this move, I'm going to make the move for the QB that I think I'm going to play this year. Because
Well,
all three of these guys are going to play.
And then if you could go receiver, why wouldn't you just take Marvin Harrison at 3?
But then you would have to, because New England, hold on. So if you bring new Marvin Harrison, then that means they're going after QB.
Oh no, I'm just saying if they're trading the 3 to get JJ, I was just saying why would you go after JJ when you could just get Marvin Harrison? I was just saying from that standpoint. I agree. I think they're going to go QB. But
yeah. It's just if the Patriots move down to 11, swap picks, get JJ. I can't see this trade happening.
This is your issue.
Vikings start JJ. Yeah, no, I know.
He's going to be upwards of $40 million a year.
Yeah, I know. I don't, because here's the Patriots, are they really going to sacrifice getting one of these top 3 QBs that could be there for a very long time and be better than what you have now? Okay, so you get JJ, right? You get JJ, awesome. And you get the 11th pick. Okay, assuming that Drake May, that's the other guy I was thinking of. Drake May, Jaden, and Caleb are gone, right? Like, are you really okay with JJ McCarthy? Like, is that who you're leaning on?
Although I do hear rumors that Drake May could be like Will Levis last year. Like his stock is falling. Like he might not even be a first rounder.
Yeah.
And
are they going to go JJ to JJ?
And I did see a report that the Patriots are willing to take Marvin Harrison at 3 and then possibly just wait till day 2 to get QB. Whether that be Drake May and or JJ McCarthy.
I think JJ goes day 1.
Oh, you think if he does go day 1, I would say it's because someone trades at the very end, kind of like a Lamar Jackson situation.
I think
just
McCarthy,
so they could get that 5th year.
Yeah, no, I think McCarthy.
So I don't disagree with you.
McCarthy goes day 1. Who I think you might end up in the 2nd is Bo Nix.
I heard Bo Nix thrown out there.
It wasn't pretty, but again, I've seen better.
Yeah.
So I'm not moving him up. I'm not moving him down. I'm keeping him like where he's at.
I think we get the combine and we'll have a better idea, honestly.
Right.
Till then, it's just
because Michael Pratt was there and he wasn't too bad. You got Penix and Bo Nix. So
yeah, Nix and Bo Nix.
Yeah, I'm not. That's who they're gonna have to bank on. So either you get Marvin Harrison or you got JJ. I don't think. I just don't see this happening. I don't see it happening. Kirk will get a 1-year. JJ might get 3 to 4. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Kirk's not going to be there that long. Wherever Kirk goes, he's not going to be there.
They could also think, hey, get the receiver now, and then if we have another bad year, we'll just get our quarterback next year. I mean, there's some decent names coming out next year, so.
Yeah.
I know your boy, KJ Jefferson.
Yeah. We'll see. So Drake May might be Levis in the jar. Yeah. I don't know. Again. Whatever. I don't see that happening.
I don't think it'll be to the extent of Will Levis.
Because why? Like, I feel like if the Patriots are willing to do this trade, okay, you're going to make the trade for Justin Jefferson, essentially. You're also giving up, how many picks was it? Like, you're also swapping picks. The hell did I just see it? Yeah, you're also getting. You just swap now. Why not just get Marvin Harrison? Nah, I don't see this. I don't see this happening. It doesn't make sense to me.
But why would you give up Jefferson in their first to just get
Right. That's what this
whatever's
trade.
left over?
The trade doesn't make sense on the Viking side.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to go up Justin Jefferson, you should at least have the ability to get the guy you want.
Right.
Like, you can't just give up a guy like JJ and just get whatever's left over. unless they view all three guys equally, and they're just like, as long as we get one of them.
This right here, this trade I'm seeing is too much. Vikings get a first for third, and Patriots get Justin Jefferson and 2 firsts. Well, they just swap first in next year's first.
So they're just swapping first. Interesting.
Yeah, they're just swapping first and getting next year's first. You're getting JJ and a first. That's too. No, I don't see this. I don't see this for the Vikings. I can't. That's too much. To save money, draft your QB and go after Higgins. Yeah, Higgins is actually one of the top guys there. If you don't plan on paying him, big money trade.
It's true. Higgins probably does hit free agency, or does he get?
Well, I think this is for Justin Jefferson.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just talking about his other one where he says save and go after Higgins. But I wanted to be another.
Vikings are broke.
Vikings are broke. They don't have a lot of cap space. Yeah, they don't have.
They will be broke. Damn.
I know a lot of the moves that they made this past offseason by getting rid of all their like veterans, especially on defense, was all to make room for JJ.
Yeah, and they still can't even get it done.
And they still, and even with Cousins gone though, that should free up a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna play out, because if they make the move, the Patriots are gonna be they're gonna be the new Texans, because not only do you get an elite receiver, you get 11 and next year's first, and then in 2 years, they could flip that team.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll have their next year. They'll have 2 firsts in next year.
And with a rookie quarterback, I wouldn't expect the Vikings to be that good, honestly.
No, I'm saying the Patriots.
But they're going to have the Vikings, but they're going to have the Vikings first round pick. So I'm saying I wouldn't expect the Vikings to be that good. So they would have a high first round pick, and then whatever theirs is.
Oh yeah, no, I see what you mean. Like the first from theirs, right?
That's all I'm saying.
No, yeah. I don't see this. I don't see this. Both teams making this. They're not going to pull the trigger on this. It's stupid. I can't see it. No. Why would the Vikings? Because they would get after a trade. They would get Drake May or Caleb Williams or someone like that. I don't see it happening. Yeah, and they're broke, so I don't know. I mean,
unless their goal would be, how crazy would it be if they trade Justin Jefferson, and then with the third pick they draft Marvin Harrison Jr. They're like, got him right back.
But that's another reason why I don't see it happening. Unless for salary reasons.
I think if it's what Braden said and it's just Jefferson and then they swap first, that would be more realistic to me.
That extra first doesn't make sense to me.
But yeah, if you throw in that extra first, I'm like, yeah, that doesn't seem, especially to go the Marvin Harrison Jr. route. But I'm just
right.
But if they like trade Justin Jefferson and swap first, and then they just switch that into Marvin Harrison, that'd be pretty genius. I'm not gonna lie.
To answer this is because they are on the fence about Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman may or may not leave. He wants to stay. The team wants him there.
Digs to the Colts.
But Pittman,
interesting.
Pittman is available. So
I think they're trying to trade Diggs to anyone who needs a receiver.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
I wouldn't doubt that though.
So is it a foregone conclusion? The Bills are going receiver in Rambo?
I think so.
Oh, I agree. I think it's.
I think they are in the right position to have it. I mean, outside the top, here's who the draft top 10 receivers are, or receivers, sorry, any assets really, and I'll go all the way to freaking top 15. You got Kendall Fuller, okay. Then you got Tyron Smith, who knows if he when healthy he's really good, but again, age isn't a factor.
To the Texans. That's
There's
not
a
a
lot
team
of
who needs a
chatter about sending
receiver.
him to the Texans.
That's a team that doesn't need a receiver. I guess they have to replace Noah Brown, but
no, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Mike Williams, Danielle Hunter, Michael Pittman, we just mentioned.
well, no. Here's the kicker: Anthony Price. Gabe Davis's contract is also up, so he might not be there either.
Yeah, he's not. They're gonna have to get a receiver this year. They're gonna have, like Kincaid's. Right now, Kincaid in your dynasty leagues is probably going to be a high target. If Diggs is gone, they don't sign Davis. You got Shakir here there just sitting there, and Davis. Like Josh Allen now becomes Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Like his best weapon is a freaking tight end.
How scary could it be? You know how fast they could turn around their receiving core, though. Like, imagine if you trade Diggs, you let Davis walk, and then they draft one of these receivers and bring in T. Higgins. Like, it would be fair. And then you pair them up with Kincaid and Knox. I'll be like, what the?
And then the Bills are going to be hot fire if they do that.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So send Diggs to New England for the They're not even.
Well, first off, you'd be lucky to get like a third and a fourth for Diggs at this rate. No one giving up a third for him.
So outside of Michael Pittman at 11, I have a Jerry Sneed here. Jalen Johnson, Antoine Winfield, Christian Wilkins is available. Yeah. Let's see, Brian Burns.
Some of these, like I would love for Brian Burns to be available, but you got to take some of these with a grain of salt because of the franchise tag.
No, yeah, I know, but right
like
now,
Burns,
as of
Burns
we stand
will probably be franchise tag.
When's the cutoff for that?
I think it's right before free agency.
February 20th is when they start discussing who they're going to tag.
I think that's when they start, and I think
and then their final day,
very beginning of March.
Their final day is March 5th.
The very beginning of March, yep.
So from the 20th to the 5th, which is exactly 2 weeks. They have 2 weeks to figure out what they're going to do with these guys.
Because I think what happens is the Bengals franchise tag Higgins so they can trade him. Because they don't want to just let Higgins go for nothing.
Sometimes you have to, man. They have money, though. They have $59 million.
Really?
Yeah.
But then the year after, though, the year after is when what's his name's contract hits. Burrow.
Yeah. And then when does Chase's end?
And then you got to worry about Chase too. So it's like, if you extend Higgins, then you're basically going to be like, bye Chase.
I'm pretty sure Wilson's in there as well too, and they're going to have to. They're not leaving him. There's no way they let Wilson walk.
I guess theoretically they could franchise tag Higgins and let him play the year.
Yeah. But I think Wilson, Henderson, and who's the other defensive? There's Hubbard. 2 of them there. I can't think.
Sam Hubbard.
Hubbard, yeah. Hubbard's the other guy. So Chase, Wilson, Hubbard, and Anderson. Like all those three guys, those guys are their main key defensive guys on that team. Like I don't see them leaving them. Like maybe one of those DNs, but Wilson's too good, man. He's one of the best linebackers there is in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Giants going to let Barkley walk?
Keep hearing that.
Well, they barely tagged him last year. So, Chase Rose to 2024. Then they're going to lose both their receivers on the same freaking offseason. That sucks.
No, they're going to keep one of them.
All right, but moving on. After that, you got Brian Burns. Then we're talking about T. Higgins, Josh Allen from Jaguars, and Kirk Cousins, and of course, the number one right now. Everyone's high and mighty about Chris Jones right now.
You think we could bring in both Josh Allen and Brian Burns?
To where?
To Washington.
I don't.
I mean, I know it's a pipe dream, but man.
You got rid of two good ones for other two good ones.
That would fix the edge problem we have right
now. Would. It really would, because I don't think you guys, like, if you guys did that, I would be so freaking amazed and just like, you know, those moments where you look at a team or you look at something just unbelievable that it happened, but you have no excitement for, and the only thing you could do is just kind of look at it and just nod. That's one of those moments.
Yeah.
You just look at it and you just nod your head like, I just watched that happen, and I don't have any excitement for it, but I'm still in disbelief.
I mean, unless the Cowboys want to help their old guy Dan Quinn out and let us have Micah Parsons, you know?
No, Micah's not leaving Dallas. Micah's not leaving. You're still the only person that calls him Micah. I don't understand.
Micah.
I still don't understand.
Parsons. I'll just call him Parsons.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Parsons.
Anyways, so yeah, those are the top guys. Chris Jones right now.
He said he'd follow Quinn. What?
He's not going to be a chief.
A chief.
Parsons said he would follow Quinn.
Heck yeah. When's his rookie contract up? Let's go.
Is he really that? I don't know. Against his favorite team, though? Damn, that's some heavy. That's a bold statement, man.
All right.
Parsons loves the Cowboys. He grew up watching the Cowboys. He is a Cowboys fan. To get drafted by the Cowboys is a dream come true.
And then
Dan Quinn must have been like
to go to their arch rival.
Right. No, this is that's crazy. I don't know. That's heavy. That's a heavy statement if Parsons said that. But no, right now, where do you see Chris Jones landing? I mean, do you really think about like where these people are going to go, like where they're going to draft? Like, do you see him going to like? My first thought was Atlanta, just because they need a DN or a defensive line help throughout the entire time.
Defensive tackle, yeah.
Bears
maybe. No, Brian. All he ever talks about.
I don't know. I was thinking freaking the Vikings or the Saints.
They'd have to free up some money.
Yeah, that's true. But for fit wise.
Yeah, those aren't bad.
The
picks. Cardinals would be a good one, I think.
He said that before Quinn took the job with Washington. Now, interesting. If Jacksonville didn't keep Josh Allen, how much would it cost to get him?
I don't know.
Josh Allen alone?
So he's one of the best. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Burns. That's just a pipe dream. But I have heard that Josh Allen to Washington is a possibility. I don't know if it's via trade or if we get him in
Let's
free
look at
agency.
Josh Allen's contract though. Josh Allen, right
pretty good.
now,
But you get franchise tag. But I don't know if they have anybody else coming up. Oh, they have Calvin Ridley coming up too, so they might franchise tag Ridley.
they might let him walk.
You think they're gonna let him walk? He's like the number one receiver.
I understand that, but all the receiver talent that's coming out right now, to me, I'd keep Josh Allen. You don't find many very good DNs in the league as good as him. Holy crap! Where's his name? I cannot find his name. Josh Allen. Jaguars, defensive end. Josh Allen. Holy crapola. Is he completely off their books?
Could be. Oh,
Really? Like completely? Let me see here. Edge. Jaguars. Josh Allen. There he is. To get him as a base salary, you'd probably have to meet somewhere in between five to 12 mil.
that's it. Montez Sweat just got 25.
But for a total, like just a base for a year.
Yeah, he got 4 years, 100 million.
Hang on, man, because I'm thinking.
Now I don't think Josh Allen would be that much, just because he's a little bit older.
He's 26.
Still older than about the same age. Then I don't know.
You're probably looking at a $32 million contract overall for years. But for the year, because you're probably thinking $5 million guaranteed. I'm assuming anywhere between 22 to 35. If you have multiple years, if you extend it out. No, yeah, he is. So
unless he gets franchised.
Yeah, I don't know. The Jaguars are in a very interesting situation because they also aren't like rich either. So they're like towards the bottom actually. They are, oh God. Yeah. Bye, Josh Allen.
Yeah, see? That's
Josh
what I was
Allen
say.
is not
That's why I keep seeing this link to Josh Allen. But like unfortunately the Panthers are gonna probably keep Brian Burns.
Josh Allen is not a Jaguar next year. Nope. They can't afford him.
Nope.
Wow, 11 million? Holy crap. Yeah, no, both Ridley and Josh Allen are gone. There's no way. There's no way. That was it, dude. They should have won it that year. They cannot afford anything. They're going to have to rely on the freaking draft for this one. Which, how many draft picks do they have? Holy crap. Jaguars. That's too bad. They have a first, a second, a third. Okay. They have their top three, right? And then they have 2 fourths, a fifth, 2 sixths, and a seventh. But you know that first round draft pick is going to be an O lineman.
More than likely.
And then you go probably corner. What else do they suck at? It has to be. I think they revamped that entire line. I gave him crap last night. Him in a Chicago accent. Because he can't say Martin. He doesn't know how to say Martin. He puts a D in my name. It's weird. Freaking But then when can Tank ever say anybody's name? Let's think about
That's
this.
true. That's
When
true.
can he ever say anybody's name?
That's true.
Like, is that a Chicago thing? Do you replace your T's with a D? Like, I need to know. Is that really what it is? Chicago, man. The market value of Josh Allen is 5 years to 120 million. Where the hell did you find that? A 5-year deal for Josh Allen on that? No way, bro.
I mean, that
Overall,
puts him in the same territory as.
so you're
Sweat.
thinking 25 million each year?
That'd be, 25. A little under 25, but yeah. Like 22, 23, 24, 24,
That's what I was saying about.
100, so it'd be 24 million a year. Yep. That's
I don't know
right in
if they
between.
go I don't. Who signs him for 5 years though?
Well, he's only 26, so he'll be 31 at the end of that. He goes.
I wouldn't sign him for 5 years. Me personally would not sign him for 5. I would sign him for 2, maybe 3, and see how he does, and then extend him. Definitely 2.
But here's the issue with that. In the long run, that'll be more expensive because if you only sign him for 2 years and then he balls out, then he's going into his prime years of like 28.
Trade his ass.
Oh, then just trade his ass.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Like, you're good. Thank you. Now,
balled out 1 year. You're getting me a 2nd round pick. Goodbye.
Exactly. It's all business, man. It's all business.
Right.
Tank says the
can't
same
argue
way
with
Andrew
that.
says it. Yeah, he does. It's weird. Oh, Sports Track. Yeah, that's a good site, man. That's a good site. I haven't been there in so long. Holy crap. I haven't been there so long.
You know what's crazy? He's not wrong. That is the same way Andrew used to say it.
It is weird. And I used to give him crap too, and he would get mad. But then again, he would get mad about a lot of things. So
yeah.
All right. So
I think that's a realistic contract for Josh Allen.
Say what?
I think that's a fairly realistic contract for Josh Allen.
No, yeah. All right, so I have a trade. I don't know if you want to do it after these rookies or before. Let's talk about Senior Bowl first, actually, before we go into these rookies.
Okay.
So I did mention before going into last week that keep an eye on Kenyon Mitchell, the corner out of Toledo. Dude's amazing, man. He stepped up. He still played as good as he is. I think he's going to be special. I think he's going to be good. And this is Senior Bowl, so I don't know what, like, he might find himself in the 30s or in the 3rd round pick or something like that. Probably late 2nd, maybe sneak into the 1st, depending on who needs him. But I think he did pretty good. And then Darius Robinson was another DN who I kind of mentioned as well. Also, he might be special, man. He might be playing linebacker / edge type DN. So if you guys didn't watch the Senior Bowl, it's already on YouTube. You could probably watch it at times 1.25 and watch a little faster. There's no commercials or anything, so it's very interesting to watch. The running backs there were interesting to watch as well. So Dejon Edwards was pretty good. What was it, Shepard or Sherman or something like that was actually not too bad. And then Jaheim Bell, who we talked about, tight end out of freaking Florida State. As good as we thought he was going to be, he was really good. So just those are quick mentions I want to talk about Senior Bowl. I don't know if anybody else stood out to you when you watched it.
McCaffrey's little brother was there.
Yeah, yeah.
Luke McCaffrey,
QB, right?
No, receiver.
Was he receiver?
He's like daddy. Yeah, he's like his daddy.
So,
making crazy good catches. He had a good showing apparently.
Yeah, no, and overall, like, these guys, I think they're going to be pretty good. I don't think a lot of these linemen actually met their potentials, and I think we might see a lot of these guys actually sneak in these 2nd rounds. Like Jackson's Powers Johnson was actually really good. We've mentioned him before, and I think he's going to be one of my favorite linemen coming in. Really, I think he's going to be one of those big seniors, or he's a big center. He's like 6'3", 330. So, and he's only 21. So, I think he's going to come in. He's might do good for somebody because there might be a couple of centers that might be leaving here pretty soon. So, if you get yourself a good center, you can probably establish around him, build a line off of him. So, but anyways, anybody else?
Adler looked pretty good.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. What do you throw? I didn't even.
I didn't either. I know he had that first drive. He threw the touchdown.
Right. So, but overall, it wasn't a bad game. I kind of saw expectations of what I saw from these guys. Nothing. Most year, there's always one guy that kind of stands out.
He went 4 for 4 with 65 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, which is not too bad. It's actually really good. That's really good, actually. So, taking that year off probably actually helped out. So,
and then Bo Nix went 4 for 5 for 21 yards and a touchdown.
Not as good, but still,
Yeah, but other than those two, the quarterback play was not great.
No. It was really big defensively heavy.
No, I agree.
And so most Senior Bowls usually typically are because the offense can't really run in such a shorter period of time where defense kind of just dominates. Just kind of stick to their assignments and then key point on where their guys are at. So, all right. So, did you get to watch a little bit about Braelon Allen or Trey Benson?
Oh yeah, I got him.
Okay.
Which one are you gonna do first?
Let's do Trey Benson first.
Okay. We got. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go.
Yeah.
6'1", 223 pounds, running back out of Florida State.
I don't even know where they might land anymore. Here's the teams for all these 4 or 5 running backs that I think we're gonna. Last week we talked about, was it Green Bay and Dallas? I'm leaning towards the Ravens might be picking up one of these guys, and also Cleveland. Keep in mind Cleveland, because I kind of want to talk about their backfield. If one of these guys lands there, he's going to be the front runner of it. Trey Benson, again, let me get his video up. Freaking, what was it? 6'1".
Yeah, it's 6'1", 223 pounds. Both these backs are on the bigger side.
Yes.
The other one, even bigger.
Yeah.
So in 10 games is almost at a rookie, his freshman year. I'm assuming he saw very little action because he only had 6 carries for 22 yards and a touchdown. But then clearly, as it goes on, he gets a lot more. So the next 2 years, he had 154 and 156 attempts, 990 and 906, 9 touchdowns and 14.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then he even gets into the receiving game a little bit here. Not bad, not bad.
Why can't I get this going? He's one of those special guys where I had to get film off of him from a different website that I normally use. There we go. There we go. Let me pull them up here. Oh, what happened to Mark?
Well,
Mark's here.
Why is there 2 of me?
I don't know.
There it goes.
Did you lose connection?
No, I don't know. It just said something went wrong and it kicked me out of the room.
That is weird.
Like, I have full strength internet right now. I was like, I don't know what happened.
All right. So
It's
here's Trey Benson.
nice stiff arm.
Yeah, he is.
Like to see it right here, stiff arm.
So again, 6'1", 223. It's got some pretty good height. I like this guy. He's 6'1", weight's not too bad. For him being this big, he's got a really good 40. He runs a 4.3.
I was gonna say he looks really quick.
He runs a 4.3. This guy might be my favorite running back coming in. The only thing is this guy can't catch. This guy can't catch, bro.
Yeah, like, clearly. I mean, it looked like they tried, but
no, he can't catch. Like that's his worst thing. And also probably run block, which is probably going to be his downfall. So if you see him in the packages, you know they're probably going to run with him. This guy is definitely one of those run downfield type workhorse back. But they're comparing him to Brian Robinson, Tank Bigsby, and Roshan Johnson. Those are his comparison. So picture Brian Robinson, I guess.
I could see it.
So,
although I think Brian Robinson is showing with time and work ethic, he's better catching the ball.
Mm-hmm. Like he reads pretty well. Like that wasn't too bad either.
Yeah. Like, he looks like he has pretty solid run vision though. Like he knows where to go as soon as he gets the ball.
Right.
Granted, I mean they're just showing his highlights, so clearly it's gonna look like he has good run vision, but
right. But the only issue is
like, dude,
he runs straight at you. Quick. Like he has acceleration, forward movement,
but he's got no agility, no juke.
Oh God, no. He
yeah,
runs
he's
in a
literally
straight
like
line.
I'm a downfield. He's the epitome of downfield. Like
right,
no downfield,
no flexibility,
no
agility.
He literally gets the ball and he just runs in a straight line. Like look at
that's the best he's gonna do right there.
Weak juke too.
That's the best he's gonna do right there. Okay, guys. This guy's not going to juke you out of your shorts. This guy's literally just either going to run you over
look at that.
or take a step to the side. And if he gets lucky, he goes through.
It literally is just the same. Like he just runs through. It's the hole.
Yeah.
Then,
so
look,
that's
I'll make him miss. I mean, that's not bad, but per se, but like how will that translate to the like? Look, same thing. Just hit the hole. Like dude is quick though. Don't get me wrong, man. He's got some pep in his step.
Another fear I have of this guy, he has a big injury report on him. Yeah, he tore his ACL before, his meniscus, and so this is the only worry I have about him.
There was a juke finally.
Yeah, but you're not going to see that often, man. This is why he's compared to Brian Robinson.
I've seen one juke, one solid juke this entire highlight reel. So, but I mean, he's good. He's got a decent stiff arm.
Mm-hmm.
He can make people miss. Saw quite a few people like wrap up and just couldn't bring him down.
Right. So
I think he could translate well to the NFL if he is in the right system.
If he goes to Dallas.
If he goes to Dallas, that'd be a good fit.
That would be a perfect fit.
Mm-hmm.
To help out Tony Pollard. So yeah. If you can't catch or block, you're dropping the 5th round. Well, yeah, but Anthony, this is that we've been saying this. This is a lot of these guys are going to end up in that spot though. None of these guys are RB1s. They're like what Braden said, they're RB2s. So if he drops in the 5th round, like I'm not going to be surprised if he's in the 5th round. Okay. Oh my gosh. Anthony takes things out of context and then compares.
I'm pretty sure you can go to his stats.
He runs like Brian Robinson and runs people over. Okay, I didn't say that Brian Robin can't catch.
Yeah, but it's still a good comparison. Until this past year, Brian Robinson didn't catch anything. We'll get stats up, promise you.
No, Anthony's just taking it up the freaking because it's his team. What talking about bad? Just because of I'm just saying he has a bad history of his injuries.
Is he a great value, Lenny Fournette? I mean, a little bit.
Yeah.
He's a lot faster than Lenny Fournette, though.
Yeah. This is why I don't show you guys comments when I'm talking about him in the freaking videos. You guys just like crybabies. Right. The good thing about him though, like I said, he's got good speed. And he's consistently got that speed that he will just like run you over. Like he can definitely hit the hole and definitely just speed right through it and then break his first tackle. He's explosive, but he's got no agility, no like ability to move left and right. And the thing is, that's again, not all running backs can. But this guy, if you tell him to go through the A gap or the B gap or the C gap, he's gonna do it.
Right.
I sound salty. I don't know what. I don't think you know what you're talking about, Anthony. That's the issue here. I don't think you know what you're talking about. But overall, he's got great burst. Like I said, these guys, every single one of these guys aren't going to be round ones. They're not going to be. You'll see freaking Jonathan Brooks in the round 2. Yeah, Benson might be late round 2, potentially anywhere between round 3 and 5. Like it depends. I can't tell with these running backs.
The last year was very abnormal.
Say what?
The last year was very abnormal. Not only do you hardly ever see one running back go in the first round anymore, you hardly ever see 2.
Yeah, no,
you never see 2.
No, definitely not. Trey Benson is going to be good, and depending on where he goes. I'm not saying he's going to be horrible. I know he's going to be a very good, valuable asset somewhere. My only injury, his injury in the past. So, but he's overall, he came in as a 3-star recruit out of Greenville, Massachusetts. Sophomore year, he played 12 games, rushed for almost 1,000 yards. Had 9 touchdowns that year, and he had 11 passes only for 109 yards. On his junior year, 13 games, 900 yards, 14 touchdowns, doubled his receptions and doubled his receiving. So, and he made All-American honors both 2022 and 2023. So, for being 6'1", 223,
quick.
He's not bad. He's a good bruiser. That's if he can stay healthy. He could be the second best one coming out of behind me. He could be drafted ahead of Blake Corum or after him. But then again, say what?
Said a bruiser with speed.
Right. The only thing is he's not going to be able to he'll have to work. He'll have to work on his catching and his maneuverability, basically. So, anything outside Trey Benson you got?
No, I think we covered everything.
Okay. All right. Moving on with another running back.
Now on to a bigger guy.
Yeah.
This guy's giving Derrick Henry a run for his money.
That's quite the comparison, man.
I don't know about that. He's an inch shorter, but I think he might be just as heavy, if not heavier. But this is Braelon Allen, running back out of Wisconsin, 6'2", 245.
Mm-hmm. And let's see if
big in Wisconsin.
Again, these teams I'm looking at who might get a running back is the Ravens, Browns, Green Bay, or Dallas.
So he looks like he came in and he just started producing right away.
Braelon Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has that good body to make things happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can.
Like they looked at that guy and they're like, "You're playing day one."
He almost had 1,000 yards every year, man.
I know.
So let's put him
And then he
here.
had 11 or more touchdowns every year.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
All right.
yeah,
Braelon Allen, Wisconsin, another workhorse back. Good height, good weight,
yeah,
245.
we're gonna see a lot of
And
north south, aren't we?
say
Well,
what?
he's got a little bit of juke in him.
Runs a 4.4.
So that's not bad. I wasn't expecting it to be that fast.
Again, another. Okay, so the difference between Trey Benson, he can't run block, but he could pass block. This guy is the opposite. Allen can run block, can't pass block. So, however, everything outside of that is really good. They're comparing him to Zamir White and Keontae Ingram, which is not a lot to go off of. So still kind of like,
Oh yeah, there isn't a lot to go off.
yeah, 4-star recruit and really good weight, really good height, really good, decent, good 40 for his size. So I'm watching him, and I don't know. His passing games are pretty good. Like I'm not saying he's not as bad as Trey Benson. I could tell you that much.
I feel like he's got a little bit of the same running style as Derrick Henry.
A little bit. Derrick Henry? No.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, like he's not stiff arming people like Derrick Henry does, but he looks like he's like, I'm not afraid to run at people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a stiff arm. Look at that.
He can catch. This
See,
guy can catch.
could have gone out of bounds, but he stayed in bounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just bulldozes over people.
The one thing I do like about this guy, though, is kind of like what you mentioned. Like he's not scared to like go after guys.
See, there's a stiff arm.
But he fights for extra yardage.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of running backs don't do that nowadays. Like they just kind of like fall. This guy like has his nose up and tries to like get another 2-3 yards.
Like there's like 2 or 3 plays where he could have just gone out of bounds, but he said, "Heck no, I'm going to get a couple extra yards."
Right.
There's a stiff arm. Look at that stiff arm straight to the ground. That guy went.
So overall, I like what he does.
Oof.
Extra yardage. Hey, give me those 2-3 yards.
All right.
You know what I do like, and another thing I do like when watching him though, he's very aggressive. He just looks like a mean bruiser.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way he runs, the way he attacks.
Yep, he could definitely catch.
Yeah, no, that he can do. Nice. The way he attacks the ball, like just yards after the catch, runs, takes off like a madman.
He must have had a huge game against Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's like the 5th highlight in this game. Oh, 6th highlight.
Yeah, good at
Yeah, I kind of like him. I'd be interested to see where he goes. I'm looking for some taxi squad running backs I can bring onto my squad.
I think everyone in our league is. Running back is scarce right now.
It is, man.
Running back is scarce. But overall, look, I think he's gonna be pretty good. Like these running backs are all RB2s. Braden even said at the beginning of the show, they're all RB2s. None of these guys are going to be this stellar guy that they're going to bring in and they're going to probably outdo the starter.
But the thing I kind of like about this guy is he looks like he could be a goal line back.
He could be what?
Poacher. Like a goal line back, TD poacher.
Uh-huh.
Like, first and goal, bring him in because this dude could just bulldoze over people.
Right. So
and that could translate into some decent fantasy points.
Right.
Oh, there you go. 165 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Well, defense delivered a shout out in the second half to propel the Wisconsin Badger to 28-14 win over the Minnesota Gold. Yeah, it's
he must have had a decent game.
Yeah. Right. Comparison to AJ Dillon, who I like comparing AJ Dillon to Derrick Henry, which is also similarities to Derrick Henry and models the game after Derrick. Yeah. I like the way he plays. Like he's a bruiser type guy. Like he will fight you, and if you go heads up with him, he's not scared to run you over. Say what?
I'll just say, like, that gets you still there. Like DJ Dillon, who's also like Derrick Henry. So
yeah, they're big, violent dudes.
Mm-hmm.
That when they get the ball, they will run straight.
That's exactly.
They're not scared to do that, and this guy Braelon Allen might be that guy. So, in certain ranks, they got him like freaking 4th. I'm looking at other situations where they have him ranked. He's not even on this list. Cool. Interesting. He's not even on this list, but to me, I think he's like probably number 4 for me. I like him. I think he's number 4. But hey, to each his own. Different scouts have different things. Dylan Johnson's up there as well. Ray Davis. Bucky Irvin's kind of one of those guys who I kind of like. We're not going to showcase him. But we're gonna see Audric Estime next week, and we're gonna start doing QBs next week as well. So that should be interesting. So I think we'll start with Bo Nix next week. Yeah, we'll finish off the running backs next week, and we'll do Bo Nix, and then move on from the QBs, and then finish off linebackers. That the one we didn't do? Yeah, that's the one we didn't do. Yeah, we did safeties, we did corners, did the big dogs. Yeah, we'll finish on linebackers, I think. I can't remember.
Linebackers. No, I don't think we done linebackers.
I don't think we did. I don't remember talking about Jeremiah Trotter or...
No, definitely not.
Yes, and I like him a lot. So
Jeremiah Trotter.
Yeah, Jeremiah Trotter.
There's already a Jeremiah Trotter in the NFL at one point.
No, Jeremiah Trotter's entering the draft next year.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying. Well, there was like an Eagles player named Jeremiah Trotter. Something.
There was.
Is it his son?
Jermaine
Trotter, maybe.
Who retired already as well.
So. Well, no, he doesn't play anymore.
Right.
So I thought maybe it could be his son.
Well, Jeremiah Trotter, this is his son.
Oh, see?
Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is entering the draft this season.
See? I'm not going crazy.
No, you're not.
I knew I heard that name before.
Well, yeah, but like I thought you meant
like Jeremiah Trotter. Jeremiah Trotter. Well, they're already a Jeremiah Trotter linebacker.
Didn't he?
Yeah. I thought it was the Eagles, but
was it the Eagles?
Yeah.
That was Jermaine.
No,
all right.
I'm Googling.
Brayden, where are you at, man? Figure it out. He's our guy. All right. I had this very interesting trade. And I didn't like what chat was saying.
Jeremiah Trotter, Philadelphia Eagles linebacker.
So who's Jermaine?
I have no idea.
Played for the Eagles as a linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell am I thinking of?
I don't know. But that's why I said you're like Jeremiah.
All I know
Wait
is
a
this
minute.
guy's son is coming in. All right, he's coming in. He's gonna be.
He'll probably end up on the. Oh, if he played for Georgia, I definitely would say he would go to the
The
Eagles.
Eagles.
But he played for Clemson, so.
Yo, Clemson knows how to breed these freaking
Oh no, they
linebackers,
do.
man.
They do. They do. I'm not saying they don't, but I was just.
I like Clemson. Like, and Mark even makes fun of me, guys. Like, he's like, you like your Clemson linebackers. I'm like, for some reason I do. I don't know why. They just know how to breed them.
Holy snap! He played 2 years for Washington.
Yes.
He played 4 years for the Eagles, and 2 years with Washington, and 3 more years with the Eagles. 1 random year with Tampa Bay, and then back to the Eagles, and then he retired.
Jermaine Johnson? No, it was another. I don't know who I'm thinking of, man. I know Jermaine Johnson plays for the Jets, and he's too young to have
being an Eagle.
No, yeah, Jermaine Johnson's too young to have a son in the NFL. Like, that
I hope we
doesn't
draft
make
his
sense.
son. That'd be hilarious. Be like, take that, Philly. We need linebackers. We need linebackers.
So, okay. You're a Nick Chubb owner, are you not?
I am. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this one was very.
Oh, this is the trade. Okay.
This is the trade, and I hope they're watching because I messaged him, and I hardly do this really. Like, I messaged them. Yeah, thanks. Like, it was in the chat if they wanted to come in, and I can use their. I'm not gonna say their name or anything, but if you're here, you're watching, awesome. I'll probably cut this up later. It's a Superflex 12 team. It doesn't mention PPR or any of that. At least from what I remember. No. Okay. The trade is Chubb. Your Nick Chubb. 206 and a 209. All yours. Okay.
Okay.
For the 109. Straight up. I wanted to hear it from you first before I actually gave my answer, because I put my answer in the chat, and then there's like me and 3 others that kind of agreed with this, but everyone else said otherwise. I just wanted to see your reasoning behind this.
So Nick Chubb, 206, 306?
No, 206, 209.
Oh, 206, 209.
Yes. So basically, Nick Chubb 2 seconds. And you move up to the 109.
And you are moving up. I don't think I like it. Because I feel like, I don't know how many running backs will be left over by the time you get to the 206. But
I think I think that there's going to be enough receivers, and all right, specifically guys, in our league we have IDP. I think in our league specifically there might be some running backs there. But let's take it to the public that most people don't have IDP. So you might be right. I have my answer. And you don't like it, but why?
I don't like it just because if it was like 1 second in Chubb, I would actually be okay with it. But giving up 2 seconds and Chubb just to go up, 12 spot? No, 6. Yeah, 12 spot or 9 spots.
Okay.
Seems pretty steep just to go up 9 spots. Plus, I feel like with the running backs not being as hyped and as good, that 206 and that 209, you should at least get one of those running backs.
And does it at all scare you of his injury in the recent past?
It does. It does. But if you can land one of those young running backs, it might help. Because I mean, you're not going to be able to replace Nick Chubb in this draft at all, anyway.
Oh no.
So I mean, I guess if you really need a receiver or maybe a tight end, because Bowers might be there,
but
I don't know.
He's also 28, and he could be on his downfall. There is that risk aspect. He's coming off of an ACL. He's going to be 28 years old. How much value do you think Nick Chubb is going to have? And I understand it. It's really hard because he's such a good player. And there has been running backs who have come off of this injury and they performed very well. But at the same time, there has been running backs who haven't. So what are you looking up right now?
Not realize Chubb was 28 years old.
This is my reasoning.
Ugh.
So I'm looking at this chat, and I hope if whoever I asked, they put this out 5 hours ago. I hope they're watching. They are. It sounds to me they are the Chubb owner. 28 years old is a hard pill to swallow for a running back.
It is.
Especially coming off a injury such as what he had.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And was it not the same injury that he had prior?
It's possible. This one might be worse, though. I'm pretty sure he ruptured everything and tore his meniscus.
The only reason I may give you the Chubb side is because of the 2 seconds. But you're not replacing Chubb.
No, not at all.
Like I think right now, if you are a Chubb owner, you basically lost Nick Chubb's for ever. Like even if you did get Nick Chubb back, like even if Nick Chubb says, "Hey, I'm good, I'm healthy, I'm good to go," he is not going to be the same. The Nick Chubb that we saw, from medical standpoint, and I'm not a doctor either, but I do kind of study, physical therapy and all that. But I don't think you're gonna get the same Nick Chubb.
I agree.
So you're still taking the 2 seconds.
I still think. I told you if it was like Chubb and like the 6 to move up to the 9.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that'd be fairly even. But I don't know. It just seems a little steep to give up 2 seconds and Chubb just to go up that many spots.
So if it was Chubb and just a single second, the 206, not the 209, but the 206.
Yeah, I would do that.
Okay. So 2 seconds is too much for you. So you think this individual should wheel and deal and probably change that trade up?
Or if you do just the 2 seconds to get the first.
I don't think that they're going to want to do that.
I know, but I just think, I guess you could throw Chubb in there. I don't know.
I like how the very first comment, though, the very first comment wasn't even an answer. It was just said, the first comment was, Chubb is dead.
Oh, man, that's good. Ugh.
Here's what I'm doing.
That's good.
I don't like the scenario. But if I were the Chubb owner, I'd say goodbye. Give me the 109. And with that 109, you go after Jonathan Brooks. Because I think he's still going to be there. Because if you look at the draft, and most of these, and a lot of people play tight end superflex. Or tight end premium superflex. It's a 12-team superflex, okay? If that superflex wasn't at the beginning of this of this specific sentence, it would have me a little bit worried. But it said as a superflex 12-team, which means Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Jaden Daniels are at least going to be somewhere between those first 9 picks.
Mm-hmm.
Who in the right mind is going to skip up on Marvin Harrison?
Right.
I don't think so. The only issue is that I don't have the information from this question. Is it full PPR or if it's tight end premium? Because if it's tight end premium, Brock Bowers is next.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not tight end premium, it's probably going to be Malik Neighbors, assuming it's PPR, half PPR. And then you got Rome Odunze. Somewhere in there, Brock Bowers is probably going to be 7 or 8. maybe you could wheel and deal something to move up and to get to the 6th spot or the 7th spot. Because at that point, I think you see either Jonathan Brooks going anywhere between 5th round and up. You could get yourself Blake Corum. But again, it depends on where they land. But
Yes,
those 2 seconds
exactly.
are nice. But here's, if you get the 2 seconds, you're looking at Braelon Allen or Audric Estime. Or is it S time? It's
Okay
probably
with Braelon Allen.
because, as the first comment was, Chubb is dead.
I don't think I would want to go anything under Braelon Allen, but
I don't know. I like Bucky Irvin. It's a very tough decision, and I wanted to hear what you said. And I wish I would get Brian's input on it. Hopefully he's watching later, or he probably put it in the comments, or maybe watch it later and then tell us Sunday. But it was a very interesting question. Because you have Trey Benson, Jonathan Brooks, Blake Corum, Bucky Irvin is again one of my favorites coming in. He was a guy out of freaking Oregon. And I feel like he's kind of like a switchback role where he kind of does a little bit of everything. The only thing is he has no height, or he has no weight, which people are worried about. He's like 5'10", 195. But I still like him.
Some meat on them bones.
Yeah. So there's that. So you're still willing to gamble on the 2 seconds?
Yeah, I think by 206, one of the running backs should probably still be there.
It's not going to be Jonathan Brooks, Trey Benson, or Blake Corum.
Yeah, probably not. But if Braelon Allen's still there, I would definitely get him.
You're banking on that.
And sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or flip those 2 seconds for another running back that's like, what if you go after?
It's true too.
I don't know. I don't think you're gonna get Tajay unless they bring in another running back, which I think the Titans might. But I don't think anyone's gonna outbeat him, so I don't think you're gonna get yourself Tajay.
No. I'd say your best bet would be only because of his age, but I know he'll still at least for this upcoming year be the number 1 running back, but maybe like James Conner.
Essentially, you're getting another running back for that's only like a 1-year rental, basically.
I get that, but
yeah,
just
that question specifically was very interesting to me, and I hope they're watching.
Because he's 28. It's like, what do you do with Chubb?
Right.
Especially now that I realize he's 28. For some reason, I thought he was 27. No, I thought he was 28.
It's weird. It's only 1 year difference, but it makes you think.
It's like a huge year though.
Yeah, no, it is. It is the year of the running back. Like the 28-year mark is that year. So, but anyways, that was pretty much it. We'll see if they. Anyways, that was the one question I thought was very interesting. When I scrolled upon it, and I was like, oh, that one's kind of interesting to talk about. So, all right, Chiefs, San Francisco. Who do you got? What are you doing? Any plans?
Hey, did you hear this crazy news that I just saw?
What?
That apparently all the offensive meetings the Chiefs had prior to the AFC Championship game, Eric Bieniemy was there.
Why?
That's a great question.
Why?
Every offensive meeting they had leading up to that AFC Championship game, Eric Bieniemy was part of.
That's weird and a little suspicious, but okay.
Right? So that whole narrative that Dan Quinn fired Eric Bieniemy is false, because clearly Bieniemy was fired well before Dan Quinn got hired.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he would have been able to be with the Chiefs if he was still part of the Washington.
Not if he was, because you're under contract with them.
So, yeah, I just thought that was very interesting.
Okay.
Saw that today.
All right.
I wonder if he's with them now, too.
Probably. I mean, they just ruled out Sky Moore.
I thought they just activated him.
Or was it activated from IR?
He acted him off the IR.
Maybe that's what I noticed.
It's like I first saw that and I thought they said Kadarius Toney, and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh no, never mind, Sky Moore." Not that big a deal.
So, anyways, that's it, man. I think I want the Niners to win. Hopefully, the Niners win. I'm just tired of the Chiefs.
I mean, in my heart, I'm rooting for the 49ers, but for my pockets, I'm rooting for the Chiefs.
All right.
Because Justin's pick 'em. I picked the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's
that
right.
whole thing, and then I also pick them, so that could be a 10-point swing. So
God, I can't believe that happened. That's hilarious, dude. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm still like weird. Yeah. Oh well, what can you do?
I don't know, man. I got one more year with this league, and I'll probably do the pick'ems with you guys. But the next NFL biggest date outside of the Super Bowl is going to be the 20th. So, say what?
Is that the combine? No.
No. The between the 20th and the 27th, they have that mark, that transition.
Oh, for the tags.
Yeah. So that's the biggest timeline. And then I guess to us, yes, the combine would be the 4th, but yeah, the 27th through the 4th. So yes, you're correct on that. But as of now, NFL timeline right now.
Yeah,
tags.
Then you got combine / free agency starting.
So, which I kind of like that timeline. That way we can find out what free agency looks like. And then that's when we kind of start our free agency actually happens on the 11th? No, the 13th, right? Hold on.
Yeah, but we'll know most of the bigger names probably before that because of that stupid legal tampering period. I hate it. What? Just start free agency. Don't have a legal tampering. I hate knowing where the big names go before free agency even starts.
Right, I agree.
I'm like, it's stupid.
Right. So the 13th is the big day, which means as usual for us, we usually do our free agency a week before. So March 6th for our league. It's a new year for us. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Brian, we miss you. Hope you're okay. But good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. Thanks for watching. This is Dynasty Pylon, and we will catch you Sunday when we talk about what we think about Super Bowl and whatever pre-commercials we saw the night before. I don't know.
Right.
They always leak those. So, anyways.
I already saw one Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, great. See, I haven't seen that. All right. All right. Say goodbye, Mark.
Goodbye, Mark.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.